Welcome back to another episode of the Expert Speaker Podcast. We have the extraordinary guest here, the throat chakra shaman, Cheryl Stelte. Say that 5 times fast. The throat chakra shaman. Welcome, Cheryl Stelte.
Thank you, Majeed. I am so happy to be here. So thank you for having me today.
And today we have some live guests as well, which you are welcome to chat your questions into the chat, or if you're seeing this live on Facebook, you can chat your questions and we will answer them. Cheryl, let's start at the very beginning. What is a chakra?
A chakra is an energy center within our being. And so we are energetic beings. There's all sorts of equipment today that can measure that. So for all the scientific type of people, that has been proven many times over. And so along the spine, going upward, there are a number of chakras. And there are also chakras above our physical being and even below. But the primary 7 chakras are what people have worked with really for likely thousands of years. So they are energy centers.
Beautiful. And there's apparently one in the throat.
That's right.
And so how do I know if I got problems with my throat chakra, and what are throat chakra problems anyway?
Well, throat chakra problems, what happens, the energy centers hold information about who and what we are and where we're at in our lives. And as we develop, things happen that really empower us. And so our chakras can become really expansive and healthy and powerful. And then there's things that happen in our lives that begin to hold us back in our lives. And so with the throat chakra, it's very much about expression. A lot of people associate it with speaking our truth. It's also about being seen and heard. And that center is very much, it includes even the ears. So it's how well we see and hear others. It's about speaking, the mouth. It integrates the jaw, the whole neck area, and even the upper shoulders and collarbone. So it's kind of like this. It can be a really large chakra. And so some people don't feel seen and heard in the world, or they have a really hard time speaking their truth. And what I've discovered through my own meditations is that the throat chakra is not just about speaking our truth, but it's speaking the truth of who we truly are and why we are here. What is our soul's purpose? Because we're a soul in a human body. We're all part of the one consciousness. We're all part of God. We're really one. And so that's why I think the throat chakra, well, I know the throat chakra is so important. All the lower chakras are equally as important, but it's that expression.
So what does fixing a throat chakra look like? Does it look like rubbing on some essential oils or vibrating something, or sending energy? How do you fix it?
That's such a good question. Well, you can try all those things. Some people use crystals. I don't use crystals so much anymore. I did that 20 years ago, and it can be effective. You can lie down and put a crystal on your throat chakra, and that might help. But the way to really fix a troubled throat chakra is to first recognize what are the symptoms of a troubled throat chakra. So it could be maybe you have thyroid issues, maybe you have neck pain, maybe you have problems with your teeth, maybe you have hearing loss, you could have tinnitus. There are so many different issues in that area. So anything that's included in that area usually represents a throat chakra issue. So what happens, energy comes up from the very bottom chakra, which is the root, and it goes to the next one, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And all of this needs to come out. And so energy can get stuck in any of the throat chakras. It can get stuck anywhere. And so if we find we have any of these issues in the throat chakra, it usually means there's problems in the lower chakras. So what we do is we heal, we begin to heal and empower the lower chakras so the energy can come up, and then we heal and empower the throat chakra. And after that, we sort of go back and forth, and that really helps people evolve and live their dreams.
So in other words, the throat chakra may be exhibiting some issues, but the issue's origin may be in a lower chakra. Is that it?
That's correct.
Fascinating. Okay, so if you're watching this now and you're wondering, do I have a throat chakra issue? Cheryl has offered to do a throat chakra analysis session for free for, I believe, a limited number of people. And what would be the best way to get a hold of you for that, Cheryl?
The best way would be to email me. And so I'll just put my email in the chat here. There we go.
All right, that's STELTE CHERYL@gmail.com. So that's steltcheryl@gmail.com. I'll spell it one more time. STELTECHERYL@gmail.com. I am particularly interested in learning more from you, Cheryl, because my work is helping people speak their truth on stage, tell their story in a powerful and inspiring way to make the biggest impact in their audience. And what I have experienced, Cheryl, is I have experienced all sorts of creative avoidance of speaking, from manifesting a migraine or a cold to putting yourself in a chaotic, busy situation that you're not available mentally for the talk. And I'm curious to know, how do we spot these signs in public speaking, and what do we do about it?
That is such a good question. And I really think that, fear comes up for all of us. We get the notion, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing. I really want to get out there and I want to speak my truth, and we can feel it. And then we go to do it and we're stalled. Something comes up, and even to the point of illness, like you say, someone gets a cold or a migraine headache or that sort of thing. And so what happens is, when these things come up, what we really want to do is we want to feel the emotion completely. We want to feel the emotion completely and let that move through us. So when we don't feel our emotions, the energy gets stuck and that emotion gets held, and it's usually attached to something in the past, something some time ago. And, Susan Jeffers wrote the book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It was my first self-help book over 20 years ago. Anyway, and I came to realize we're always going to have fear. Fear is just natural. You just have to feel it, and then we can move beyond it. If someone keeps getting stalled, there's a really strong reason. And what I can do is help release that energy. But if you want to do it on your own, it's a matter of feeling that emotion, but it can be really hard to even recognize because it's often in the subconscious. So how do we extract that so we can get up and really share our truth with others and speak confidently and actually have fun doing it?
So what are some of the things that we can do to address those issues?
Well, one of the things we can do is number one, like I said, try and feel into it. The first thing that I do if I'm going to speak is I really get in touch with this part of me that has the strong message that I want to share with others. And I sit and I close my eyes and I feel that fully. And I feel how rewarding that is to me. I look at what does that do for me to share my message with others. And it lights me up. And so I allow myself to experience that. When the time comes to speak, or say beforehand, I start having doubts, or I wonder if I can really do it. Can I do a good job at it? Then I just sit down again and I meditate and feel into that and allow myself to feel those emotions, because they're all just connected with the past, some older part of me. It's in my subconscious. I feel it fully and release those emotions, and then I can move back into that state of empowerment.
So feel the feeling that you're having, and then imagine the successful feeling and feel into that and sort of shift your energy that way. That's it?
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. Thank you. All right. I'm very curious about how these one-on-one chakra analysis sessions go with you. Can you walk me through what that's like? And for the people who are interested in getting that experience with you, what can they expect?
Well, what we do is we meet on Zoom, unless you live nearby. We can wear masks and meet in person. But what we do is I close my eyes say if we're doing a chakra reading, Majeed, and I look forward to doing one for you one day, what I do is I tune into the energy of the chakra, and I'm somewhat clairvoyant. So I get all kinds of visuals, and I can see the actual energy center, and I can see where the energy is expansive and full and shining brightly. So I can see your strengths and what's really working for you, what's serving you. And then I can also see where the energy is weak or distorted or dark or heavy or even missing completely. Sometimes there's missing energy. And so I'm able to see that. And then I often get guidance. My intuition is, I've been developing it for a lot of years. And so I often get guidance as to what area of your life might be holding you back, or if it's related to a particular relationship, or what the cause of that might be, and also what you can do to take steps forward to help fix it, to fix that chakra. And so I go through each one of them. It's interesting that a lot of the chakra readings I do, I always have my plan. I think, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to start with the root chakra, and we're going to get up to the throat chakra and see what's all underneath that. And then I go to the third eye chakra and the crown. But often what happens is I'm shown something very important, the one thing that the person needs to focus on in their life, or the one message from the universe for that person. And so once we get through that and I explain that, then I go through the chakras.
You can do this from anywhere in the world.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Can you give me an example or tell me a story of one of the clients who came to you, what they came to you for, and what sort of results they got after working with you?
Yes, absolutely. What I've discovered is that most people, all the people that come to work with me, they are experiencing some sort of block in their life. They're feeling somewhat stuck. They're not able to move forward. And so I had one of the clients that I think of right off the top of my head, very successful businesswoman, super successful, amazing mother, 3 grown sons. She's just incredible. She's very, very spiritual, but she wanted an intimate relationship. She was divorced for 17 years, did not date once in those 17 years because she just thought, this isn't the time for me to be dating. I need to raise these 3 boys, and I want to put my all into it, and I want to, help them really grow and be amazing people. So the area that she was really stuck in and wanted to move forward was in an intimate relationship. She wanted a new partner. And so I worked with her, and the interesting thing was, she said, should I go online? Should I do online dating? And I said, well, what you want to do first off is become the person that you want to attract. You become that person. And so we worked very intimately and deeply on this. And really what she did was she was able to attract men to her just out of the blue. She never even got asked out on a date for 17 years. And so now she started dating, and she's treating it like an experiment. Is this the right one? And to use it as, oh, what are they reflecting back to me? And what else do I want to change in myself to make me the person that I want to be in relationship? And so she's going through this amazing process that is just so awesome to witness. So it doesn't necessarily, I work a lot of people around career, expressing their truth and expressing while they're here, but it can be on any subject.
Very cool. Is there a specific area of people that you particularly like to work with, or that you get the best results for?
I really like to work with people who are not sure what their purpose is on this planet. We all have a purpose. I believe that fully. And so I really like to work with people who have especially achieved a certain amount of expertise in their area of work, and they're feeling stuck. They're not able, they know they need to move on to the next level. And no matter how hard they try all sorts of things, and it just doesn't happen for them. And so often those people, it often gets to a point where they have neck issues. They have neck pain or stiffness, and they don't associate their physical pain with being stuck in their lives. Who could figure that one out? And I figured that out from working with people for so long that it seemed like all these people came to me with throat chakra issues. And it's the hardest chakra to heal. And I love a challenge. And I also think it's the most important one. The heart is ultra important. It's ultra important, but the throat chakra really helps us move forward.
Cheryl, you say they come to you with throat chakra issues. What are they typically saying? Are they saying like, "Hi Cheryl, I have throat chakra issues," or are they saying like, "I have neck pain," or "I get headaches"? What are they usually describing the problem as?
Well, the people that I meet that want to jump in with both feet say, "I know I have throat chakra issues." They know a little bit about the throat chakra. They know that they're not that great at speaking their truth. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of being judged. And they're aware somewhat, but they don't know what it's all about. They don't know what it's all about. The other thing that as soon as I mention to people that they may be feeling stuck in their lives, and that's a throat chakra thing, then they just say, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely stuck in this area."
So they either know they have a throat chakra issue or they feel that they're stuck.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, Cheryl, you've done a great job here in explaining the throat chakra and offering such a generous offer of and analyzing and supporting the people who think they might have a throat chakra issue, whether it's manifesting as feeling stuck or neck pain, or they know they have a throat chakra issue. One of the symptoms being not being clear with their own purpose. And I know we work with a lot of people who are in transition. You know, they've sort of graduated from some level of their career and they're not quite sure what's next. I bet you could really help those people, Cheryl.
Yes.
Oh, can you verify your email address one more time?
It's steltecheryl@gmail.com.
Got it. Stelte, Stelte, Cheryl, Cheryl @gmail.com. Thank you. I think we're going to end it there. Cheryl, thank you very much. And thank you for listening to the Expert Speaker podcast. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, Cheryl, is there any other way that they should get a hold of you?
Sure. They can go to CherylStelte.com.
CherylStelte.com. Thank you. And thank you for listening.
Okay. Thank you so much, Majeed.
Thank you for listening to the Expert Speaker Podcast. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and leave us a rating so that more people can discover the Expert Speaker Podcast and so more people can be empowered to share their message. Be sure to go to www.expertspeaker.com and take the masterclass to learn how to grow your business and make money speaking. It's totally free and will change your business. If you're ready to work with Expert Speaker, you can apply. Just go to expertspeaker.com/apply and someone from our team will be in touch with you to help you grow your business with public speaking. That's expertspeaker.com/apply. We'll see you in the next episode.